freaks, get coke seats, they some cannibals. They like to geek, drink a whole bottle, wake up and repeat. She took a look.
Y'all, I was just talking to myself for a good. Yo, it's a lot going on, you guys. And I'm trying to figure it out and stuff. But anyway, you guys, it took us a while to get everything situated, but we finally got it. So I'm so excited. Oh, y'all, I can't without this. Period. But yeah, you guys, whoever's from my YouTube channel, again, welcome. I love you guys. And yeah, also I got my moderator in here right now. He's doing his little thing, trying to test out everything. But mark my words, you guys. Wait, do I want to say mark my words? Because I'm gonna cry. But either way, mark my words. Like, I'm really gonna grind at this whole social media thing, streaming, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, because I want to spread a message. I want to be like a big sister, a sister to you guys, or a cousin, or even an auntie, because people be saying I act like an old lady. Same page where my stream channel, I will be doing reactions to anything possible, except for like weird stuff. Like, y'all be doing too much. Nah. We do reactions on here. We do reactions to music videos, all that. And what else? Oh, gaming. So gaming, I'm a newbie at everything. I'm a noob, or whatever y'all call it. But I like playing Fortnite, and I just started back up after 3 years, and it's totally different. So I'm going to be learning while on stream. Also, I never played GTA on PS4 or a PS5 console. But I just super excited to grow, and I know y'all gonna be hating sometimes, but you already know I don't give a hoot. I'm trying to work on my cursing, but anyway, I'm talking so much because I am nervous. But anyway, we're gonna get straight into it. I'm so excited. So we're gonna be reacting to why it sucks to be born as a horse. And like I said before, it was like a questionable like thumbnail, and it was given very much sexual, but I guess it wasn't. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into this thing. So and this is by Dinzo. And I'm gonna react to a few other videos by him, considering why it sucks to be born as a hyena, why it sucks to be born as an eagle. We gonna get into all of it tonight. All right, you guys, let's get into it. Clumsy. But y'all, somebody also comment down below on my YouTube channel saying that I always say like, but I do. Like, they was like, oh, you say like Ice Spice. I really need to stop.
Upright, looking like a person trying on heels for the first time. You wobble over and grab your first sip from the unlimited milk.
Why the titty milk coming out?
You wobble over and grab your first sip from the unlimited milk.
Why the titty milk coming out? Yo, why are they even showing that? First off, a horse don't have 2 nipples. It's more nipples than that. So it's kind of looking weird, but anyway. This is just very a great depiction, I guess. I mean,
Up conveniently located under Mom. Not exactly Starbucks, but it'll do. Barely had a taste when the herd decides it's time to move, and Mom's off. So you follow her wildly.
A baby got some nerve to be talking about something. It's not Starbucks, but I'll take it. Like, you lucky you sucking on this titty. So let me stop.
This is your herd, about 8 mares, or maybe 9. And that old guy over there, that's the stallion, the leader and protector of the group. And he's also your dad. And by the way, you're not the only newbie here. There are foals everywhere, all looking like tiny, shaky adults just learning to keep their legs in check. You all start sniffing each other's noses and bumping heads in what could pass as a full version of a handshake. By the time you're 4 months old, you're starting to get pretty tired of milk. So you start giving grass a try like the adults. That first bite isn't exactly a breeze, but just as you're wondering if you'll ever get the hang of it, a weird sharp smell wafts in. You flick an ear, glance up, and oh, hi, Mr. Wolf. Before you can even think about turning tail, the stallion's already in front of you, snorting and stamping like a full-blown alarm system on 4 legs. The wolf pauses, sizing him up, clearly realizing that dealing with an angry stallion and a whole herd of horses is not on his to-do list. After a few seconds of maybe, maybe not, he slinks back into the bushes like a ghost. Well, didn't expect that to be so easy. Alright, back to figuring out how to chew this green stuff. Days go by and you start picking up on the herd schedule. Mornings me munching grass, afternoons are for lazing around. Every now and then you all watch as the stallion squares off with some pushy newcomers trying to take over the whole group. Life goes on like this until one chilly morning, something's different. A sharp bite in the wind, an earthy scent you haven't smelled before. The adults start moving, herding together with a sense of urgency. Winter's on its way and the world's about to change. The grass turns dry and brittle, water holes shrink to puddles, and your carefree days are swapped out for long treks searching for anything green and drinkable. Survival isn't just about how fast you can run. It's about knowing the right place at the right time. Your little body's changing too. That soft fur you started with is growing tougher, thicker, and warmer. A cozy layer.
No, so when like animals get like new fur, I thought that was like, I didn't know animals did that. I thought like humans just do that. Like when they come out the womb, their hair be all like silky and stuff, and then when they like grow up, it'll be like a little thicker and tougher. Or like even well, I knew kind of a cat, but I didn't really fully realize until I had my own kitten and it grew up. So I don't know, like it would. I mean, I don't think it really sucks to be a horse. So
Life's starting to feel like a never-ending parade of kicks and shoves from the stallion. Me?
What? Why he kicked the? Why he slapped his? Why he do that? Why he do that? That's child abuse.
He's had just about enough of you and your buddies, too. As the only adult male in the herd, he's not thrilled about having a bunch of young colts coming of age around him. So you've got 2 choices. Take him on for control or hit the road. Alright, make your move. Good choice. Sometimes keeping all your limbs...
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no. I can't really sing, y'all. Considering these past weeks I've been super sick, and I low-key think I had COVID because my voice has been going. Alright.
In one piece is the smartest option. You might as well say goodbye to your friend on the way out. Oh, never mind. He's already trailing along, kicking out just like you. Meanwhile, the young mares get to stay with the herd. Now it's just the 2 of you, trekking through the mountains and settling into your new bachelor lifestyle. Days are spent searching for food, facing off with wolves, and sometimes making a swift retreat. Then one day...
So wolves normally hunt horses. I really never thought about who hunts horses, like, or preys on horses, but I'm learning some new things in this whole thing. I learned some things about horses.
You stumble upon a herd of 5 other young stallions. Great, new friends. You join up and form a bachelor gang, and suddenly life's looking a lot more interesting. You all roam together, hunting for food, and every so often, fights break out within the group. Watching these scraps becomes the highlight of your day as you sit back learning a few fighting moves and keep yourself out of the fray, until you're big enough to take your fair share of knocks. This bachelor herd has a pack
Yeah, I be glitching. So, Louis.
and it's based on strength. To climb up, you have to challenge the horse above you, then the next until you reach the top. And that only happens after a lot of rough and bloody fights. Okay, let's advance the story a little, and you finally become the strongest in the group. What's the next step? Finding a herd of mares and taking it over. Amazing. You're about to leave the bachelor life behind. You and your gang set off, and soon enough you cross paths with a pack of wolves. But they don't seem interested in you. They're actually targeting a herd with only one male. It's much easier to take on a single stallion than a whole bachelor gang. Makes sense. You nod politely to each other and keep moving. Wait a minute. You're both after the same thing, a herd of mares. Things just got interesting. You keep trekking over hills and endless plains. Oh, look there. A herd of mares is right for the taking. Their stallion doesn't exactly look like he's in fighting shape, and your buddies are hyping you up. They know you're the strongest in the group, and they're ready to see you claim your prize. They're practically breaking out the popcorn as you warm up for the showdown. Stallion catches sight of you and knows what's up. Game on. In minutes, the duel kicks off. You're throwing hoof strikes and, when necessary, going in.
Why his hands look like? He zooms in it. If a fucking horse did that with a hand, I would have started dying. Yo, why he biting? Why he doing that? Oh my god. This is sus, bro. This is so sus. This is just really. Why is he sniffing his hair? This is real.
Shelter near cliffs, huddling up.
What? What he say about tits? Yo, what? Yo, let me restart this. Let's go back. I know he ain't say that. Maybe I'm tripping.
Huddling up to stay warm. You sharper. Winter's here and the landscape shifts. Food becomes scarce, your fur thickens, and thoughts of sparring with other stallions takes a back seat to survival. You and your crew wander for miles, scouring for anything edible and drinkable. When the biting cold hits, you find shelter near a cliff.
The biting cold hits. Yo. I might. You he said I raised my pussy lips and then smacked them.
Huddling up to stay warm. This goes on until spring finally returns. The heavy winter coat starts to shed, and your herd mates return to their sparring routines. As for you, it's back to the hunt for a stallion with some lovely mares to win over. By age 5, you finally succeed, defeating a stallion and claiming his mares and their young for yourself. Nice. Now you're the new stallion. Your old group breaks up, with the strongest taking the lead in your place. Welcome to your new life, with all new challenges. Now you're the one fending off wolves. Having all these mares doesn't...
It's only hard for this specific horse. This horse is a scaredy cat. He's scary. Why did he just look like that soon as he seen the wolves? But when his dad did it,
Thanks to all the skills you honed in past fights, they finally back off, giving you a moment's peace before you guide the herd to a safe spot with enough grass. This new life as lead stallion isn't quite the glamorous gig you imagined. Protecting, finding food, guiding, and fighting. Lots of fighting. Now your opponents range from wolves and mountain lions to ambitious young stallions who want your spawn. Your mares mostly keep to their roles, giving birth, caring for the young, and watching you throw down.
Why did the thing come out the butt? Yo, this animation is hilarious, bro. He funny.
Food, guiding, and fighting. Lots of fighting. Now your opponents range from wolves and mountain lions to ambitious young stallions who want your spawn. Your mares mostly keep to their roles, giving birth, caring for the young, and watching you throw down in fights. At this age, you're at peak strength, nearly unbeatable, and if you get injured, the mares look after you. So lucky. Winter rolls around again, bringing fresh challenges, long treks, and gnawing hunger. You lead your herd to the spots you think might still hold food and water, relying on the wisdom you've built over the years. And at least in winter you get a break from those young stallions, though there's the occasional wolf that still needs a reminder of who's boss. You've got this routine down by now. By age 12, you've fought more battles than you can count and run these plains so often you know every
Why
inch.
they keep smacking the fuck?
Your muscles ache and you're slowing down. But no one cares, you've still got to fight. This might be your last showdown. A young stallion stands before you, brimming with energy and ambition, his gang cheering him on. No sweat, you've got the... Oh, well, that was quick. Just like that, you're defeated. The mares are gone without so much as a goodbye.
So they are... Okay. This is outside activity. Why? Soon as he get beat up, they all leave. That's disrespectful.
Was that for gratitude? Now, for the first time, you're truly alone, wandering the same plains you once ruled with your herd. After years of protecting them, you're left hoping you can protect yourself. Winter's here. This time, I'm not so sure your body can take the biting cold, but let's find out. You push forward alone through the freezing winds, scaling mountains in search of anything green. You've got a bit of fat stored from the last seasons. Hopefully it'll keep you going. You keep moving until you find the side of a rocky cliff and settle down beneath it for shelter. Remember when you used to huddle here with the herd, all packed tight to stay warm? Now it's just you, no one to lean on. Think they even remember you? Oh, look over there.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend.
That old wolf you've taught a lesson to so many times. Looks like he might be back for a little revenge. And he's brought friends. What a way to go. Dinner for a bunch of mangy wolves.
Oh, he did say the endings are horrible. Why they eat him? I mean, it is nature, but damn. This is, that's crazy. That was something. Wait. Oh, we're gonna watch the why it sucks to be a born. Why it sucks to be born as a hyena.
Oh, it is a pregnant female hyena about to give birth. Push.
Hyena. Oh my god. Bro, why is that like that? The private hanging out. I don't want to see that. Oh my god. At least the horse one, it was just pushed out, but this is very detailed. Anyway, but hyenas to me are just ugly. They're abomination to this earth. I really don't see the point in them, but maybe I'll see the point in this video. I don't know.
Push for your life. Finally, you were born. Pregnancy and childbirth were not easy at all. After a gestation period of up to 4 months, this pregnant hyena leaves to search for a den some distance away from the hyena clan. It is usually a cave or den for another wild animal, or she may have to dig it herself. Death during childbirth is a possibility, as the reproductive organ from which you emerge...
Can y'all stop doing it? Why is it doing that? Why is it pulsating? Why is it pulsating? Yo.
Actually, it is called a pseudopenis. Therefore, it is possible that you will get
a sodium penis. I do not care. Anyway, I kind of do care because I was talking to my mom about hyenas the other day and talking about how hyenas are considered transsexual or hermaphrodites, but that's not even capable because I don't think they can procreate with the same gender. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
Stuck and not be able to get out, so you will suffocate and die. And this may be dangerous for the mother as well. Also, your large size and weight at birth, which reaches about 1.5 kilograms, which is the largest of the cubs compared to the size of the mother among all other carnivorous animals, does not make the process easier. The mother's reproductive organ is partially torn to facilitate the birth process, and finally, it is done. Fortunately for you, you are born as a female spotted hyena cub. You have a black fur, and unlike most other mammals, you are born with your eyes open and you already have fangs. Your mother provides you with highly nutritious milk for 1.5 years. This milk has the highest protein and fat content among all the milks of carnivores. One of the biggest threats you face at this age is your siblings. Hyenas are very competitive animals. The stronger cub may kill the weaker ones. But this often happens during times of drought and lack of mother's milk. Fortunately for you, you were born alone, so you don't have to worry about that, and you can get as much milk as you want. Your mother may have to go hunting, and at this time, you are at risk from other types of predators that kill each other's young to reduce competition for food in the future. But the den that your mother stole for you is small and narrow, and you can hide in it without the claws of these animals reaching you. Your mother returns, and after a few days, she takes you to the communal den, where you will meet the rest of the members of the hyena clan. The clan consists of a number of hyenas, which may reach 100 hyenas in strong clans. They are led by a dominant female, as the hyena clan is a matriarchal society in which the females dominate the males. This is because the females are larger and can...
Period. Period. Who won the world, girls? Who won the world, girls? But yeah, period.
Weigh between 65 and 75.
Girlies run the clan or whatever.
Being, or half an American. While male hyenas are approximately 10% to 20% smaller and weigh between 40 to 55 kilograms. Females also have high levels of testosterone, so they are fierce, aggressive, and mean. The hyena clan also follows a strict hierarchy, and the cubs rank directly below their mothers at birth. At the highest rank is the queen or the dominant female, followed by her cubs and daughters. Then come the other relatives, followed by their cubs and daughters. Then come the non-relative females who join the clan, followed by their cubs and daughters. Then, at the end of the ranking, come the males, as the lowest female in the clan is higher in rank than the highest male. Well, there are rare cases where there is a dominant male leading the clan, but as we said, this is the exception and not the rule. But you know what? It's your lucky day. You were born as a female cub to the queen. You come directly after the queen in rank. This means better food and better protection as long as your mother is near you. When the mother leaves to hunt, you are alone, and your rank will be of no use to you. You will be bullied by the rest of the cubs and even the big hyenas, and you may be killed. Fortunately for you, your mother came at the right time to save your ass this time. The hyena clan is very competitive with each other and only unites in hunting and defending their territory. The rest of the time, they bully each other to maintain their ranks and get more food and more cubs. You will be bullied as long as your mother is not around, and this may cause you to lose your rank over time. Even if you hide in the den, this will protect you from the big hyenas, but the small cubs can enter and will catch you and kick your ass in your house. Your rank had already begun to decline, and one day you got tired of this situation and said, enough is enough, and you decided to fight back. This is good for you. Over time, your fur turns from black to yellowish gray, and the spots characteristic of your species begin to appear. When you are 5 months old, you will gradually begin to eat meat in addition to breastfeeding. Your mother will provide you with meat, and she and your older sisters will stand to protect you while you eat to prevent thieves and intruders. This situation teaches you the importance of alliances. In the complex society of hyenas, forming alliances is very important and begins at a young age. You will form friendships with some high-ranking cubs, often your relatives, in order to play together and bully the rest of the cubs together. And in the future, you will hunt together. As time goes by, you start to integrate more into the clan, and now you are as violent as them, and will do anything to reduce competition and maintain your rank.
Oh,
Help! Someone has had an accident! At the age of 1 year, you are now ready to go to training and participate in hunting with your mother. Hyenas hunt in small groups, usually consisting of 3 to 10 individuals, and sometimes they hunt individually. And despite their bad reputation as thieves and scavengers, hyenas are primarily hunters with a very high hunting success rate. And thieves and scavengers too. You are now 2 years old and you stopped breastfeeding months ago, and you're old enough to lead a hunting group yourself. Successful hunting begins with choosing the right prey. The choice usually falls on younger, older,
lead a hunting group,
as they are easier targets, and the chase begins. You have a large heart that represents about 1% of your body weight. Anatomically speaking, throw that away. This heart is relatively stronger than the heart of a lion, which constitutes only 0.5% of its body weight. This enables you to chase prey at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour and over very long distances until the prey gets tired and stops. So you begin to surround it and bring it down by biting and pulling. But please, don't be an asshole. I think this is not an option for you. One of the things that gives hyenas a bad reputation is that they begin eating their prey while it is alive. They are not like lions or other felidae that strangle and kill their prey before they begin to eat it. Damn, that's harsh in my opinion. Hyenas do not waste any part of their prey, even bones. You have a very strong jaw that enables you to crush and break bones with a powerful bite that is considered one of the strongest bites among all mammals. Stronger than lions, tigers, and bears.
oh my! Lions and tigers and bears. Y'all, I'm definitely gonna play Fortnite. Y'all just gotta wait for that.
I'm a photographer and independent business. It's a fact. Running your own business is hard. But don't make it harder than it has to be. Get Honeybook. Honeybook brings my entire client flow under one roof. Honeybook handles my proposal.
Also, you have a strong stomach and very concentrated stomach acid, whose concentration ranges between 1 and 2 pH. This enables you to digest the toughest foods and bones and extract nutrients from them. To the point that most of the time, hyena feces are white balls that contain no wasted nutrients except calcium in excess of the body's need. You can even take it and write with it like chalk. This stomach and strong acids also enable you to eat decomposing carcasses without infecting you with diseases that might affect other predatory animals if they ate them. Sometimes you may be exploitative and steal other animals' prey, but contrary to what is expected, most of the time the opposite is what happens, as lions and wild dogs steal from hyenas more than hyenas steal from them. On your way back, don't forget to patrol, put marks and define your territories with a white gelatinous substance with a strong smell secreted by anal glands called hyena butter. You stick it to the stems of grass and bushes along the borders of your territory. Hyena clans usually do not enter the lands of other clans except in times of drought, and this is not out of respect, but rather out of fear. The smell of this substance is not only distinctive for each hyena clan, but is distinctive for every individual in the same clan and is used to identify each other. Mind-blowing, right? For example, hyenas greet each other by raising their feet to allow each other to smell and lick each other's genitals. This behavior is like presenting your CV or profile through which the hyenas know your gender, age, affiliation, mood, social status, and sexual status. But smell is not the only way to communicate with each other. In addition to your common name, spotted hyena, and your fun scientific name, Crocuta crocuta, you are also called the laughing hyena because of the sounds you make, which are far from laughter. The spotted hyena has a wide vocal range and multiple physical movements through which it communicates, with sounds ranging from shouts, rapid shouts, grunts, groans, low laughs, laughs, screams, growls, soft laughs, loud laughs, moans, soft squeals, and others. When you reach puberty at the age of 2.5 to 3 years, this will not make a big difference to you as a female. You will remain in the clan, hunting, mating, giving birth, raising cubs, and such things. But if you are a male, then the happy days are over for you, and life is about to take a completely different turn. Before puberty, if you are a male, you will begin to spend more time on the borders of the territory, away from the clan. And when you reach puberty, you either remain in this state or choose to leave your natal clan. Which is what often happens because most of the females in the clan are your relatives and they do not prefer inbreeding. So believe it or not, male hyenas leave in search of love. Well, actually they are looking for mating, but these are just details. You will roam the lands relying on your keen senses and the hunting skills you learned while in the clan to survive. You will eat anything you can get from birds, small animals, or even rotting corpses. At the same time, you avoid confrontation with other animals because the lone hyena is weak and in constant danger. Therefore, you make a very dangerous decision. Either you approach a group of roaming males like you and hope that they accept you, or you try to enter the territory of another clan and try to join them. But this is very dangerous because they may kill you before you even introduce yourself. When you reach the new clan's den, you approach slowly and bow your head as a sign of submission. It seems that you are not submissive enough. This is not enough either. The dominant female approaches you and you greet her, putting your vital organs and stomach at risk as a sign of good faith. Congratulations! It seems that you have been accepted into the new clan, and since you are a male and a newly joined member, you are at the bottom of the hierarchy and have the lowest rank. You will be bullied by all clan members, including the cubs, and you will not be able to defend yourself. You will eat in the end, even if you participate in the hunt, and you will be grateful if they leave you some bones and leftovers. Even the mating process is completely controlled by the female, and you cannot force her to do so. As we said, females have a reproductive organ that resembles the male organ, and it can even have an erection, which is called the pseudopenis, and the female urinates, gives birth, and mates through it. This false penis shrinks during mating to make the process easier for you. You can imagine the difficulty of the process if the female was not fully cooperating with you. Okay, don't imagine. Let's get over it. Cubs can recognize their relatives and their
What? The swords. The swords had it. The swords. What?
Of the process.
Bro, this look like someone I know said.
Cooperating with you. Okay, don't imagine. Let's get over it.
It's the emoji.
Cubs can recognize their relatives and their father, but this will not make them affectionate towards you. But at least they will not bully you. Good morning to you too, ma'am. As a result of mistreatment, poor nutrition, and your constant eating of bones and bad foods, your teeth break and your condition quickly worsens. Therefore, males live on average 6 years. And this is
6 years.
The average lifespan of females, which reaches 12 or even 20 years. But fortunately for you, you are not that male.
Okay, you guys, that was freaking weird. But yeah, guys, that was crazy. Let's look at why it sucks to be a whoa, sorry, y'all. I can't. Born as a bee. Oh wait. Sorry, you guys. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. But this video is why it sucks to be born as a honeybee. So we're gonna look at that.
Well, this is you. In the beehive, terms like free will, ambition, and independence are like garbage, meaningless. Your life, your future, your career, and even the time you will live depend on the type of egg you emerge from, and luck. The worst possibility is that your egg is unfertilized egg. After 24 days and after several molts, you will emerge from the wax brood cell as a fully developed male bee, or what is called a drone. And despite your wonderful name and your large size compared to worker bees, you are useless. You do not have the necessary organs to collect nectar and pollen and make honey, such as a long tube-shaped tongue to suck nectar, nor a pollen basket on your hind leg to collect pollen, and you do not have a stinger to defend the hive, even if you try. Even you cannot feed yourself on your own and depend on worker bees for that. But you have one special organ. You guessed it, it's your penis. You also have long hind legs suitable for your only...
This Negro is on something. What? He said, "Is your penis?" Like so casually, and then he goes to another subject. Let's see how this goes. This is crazy. I mean, the men out here anyway do the same thing. They all, most of the time, they only good for their penis. So, I mean, in real life and nature, women supposed to lead. Let's remember this. Women really run the world.
Task in the hive, which is to mate with the queen. On a calm and beautiful day, usually in spring or summer, the queen bee begins to fly outside and releases pheromones that attract drone bees from the hive and neighboring hives in what is known as the wedding flight or nuptial flight. She flies quickly and the drones chase her. A large number of them die in flight, and only the strong drones are able to catch up with her. One of them surrounds her with his legs and begins mating. And just like you when he finishes, his muscles relax. So the queen is able to break free.
What? Just like me when I finish. What? This guy. What is he?
And begin flying quickly again, pulling the poor male behind her until his penis is torn apart along with some of his internal organs, and he dies. This process is repeated more than once in order to obtain the largest possible amount of semen and store it in an organ called the spermatheca. The surviving males become a burden on the hive, so the worker bees stop feeding them, expel them, or even kill them in a phenomenon known as the male massacre. Even the coming generations of males are like excess blood. If there is less food in the hive, they are killed. If the number of bees in the hive increases, they are killed. If the temperature rises, they are killed. If the queen wakes up in a bad mood, you guessed it, they are killed. Well, this is a bit of an exaggeration. In fact, the workers often expel them and do not kill them, but they eventually die from hunger and weather conditions.
I chose Wix for my business because of its massive scope for functionality and freedom of creation. Being able to integrate and change and develop at my own.
But if you're lucky and your egg is fertilized egg and the mother queen bee happens to be old, or if the number of bees in the hive increases significantly, or she no longer exists for any reason, the worker bees transfer about 20 fertilized eggs to special cells called queen cells. And when they turn into larvae, they are fed exclusively with royal jelly, which is a food produced by the workers that is rich in protein and nutrients. This diet is the only thing that makes you a queen, and without it, you would be an ordinary worker bee. Royal jelly contributes to the queen's larger size, the complete development of her reproductive organs, and her ability to lay eggs and release pheromones. The first thing you will do after leaving the brood cell as a virgin queen is to kill and expel all the other candidates and even kill the queens that are not yet fully developed. After about 3 days, you emerge from the hive for the first and often the last time to perform the nuptial flight in which mating with the males takes place. After you successfully return from flying, the worker bees clean you of the male reproductive organs stuck inside you. And if the old queen is not present, you will start laying eggs directly. But if she is still there are several possibilities. The first possibility is that the old queen will take a swarm of worker bees and drones, about a half of the hive, and leave in order to establish a new hive in another place. This process is called swarming and does not occur unless the number of individuals in the hive is large enough to allow this, and the old queen is still able to lay eggs efficiently. The second possibility is that the queen is old and no longer able to lay eggs efficiently. So the workers launch a military coup against her and kill her by gathering around her and flapping their wings at high speeds, which raises the queen's temperature and cooks her alive. The third possibility is that if you are merciful,
That's evil. What?
you will allow her to isolate herself in one of the corners of the hive and leave her until she dies a few days later because the workers will stop feeding her. After getting rid of the old queen, you begin to lay eggs and release pheromones with which you control the hive and prevent them from raising other queen bees and prevent the worker bees from forming fully developed ovaries and laying eggs. You continue to lay eggs at a rate of about 2,000 eggs per day, and you determine whether they are fertilized or unfertilized using the semen you keep in the spermatheca. You live from 3 to 5 years until your turn comes, as it was for the previous queen. But if your egg is fertilized and the conditions are not prepared for you to become a queen, after several molts, you will emerge from the wax brood cell after 21 days as a worker bee, like most of the 30 to 60,000 bees in the hive. You are a female with incomplete reproductive organs, so it's not your job to lay eggs, but pretty much everything else is. And you will assume your duties in the beehive gradually depending on your age. You emerge from the brood cell as a complete worker bee, pale, wet, and with drooping wings. Due to your weakness, you remain still and embrace the brood cells containing the larvae, working to warm them. Meanwhile, you do not eat the honey and pollen stored in the wax cells, but rather obtain your food by begging from your older sisters as a result of the weakness of your jaw muscle. Well, it doesn't happen like that, but the older bee extends its tongue towards your tongue and a drop emerges from its crop and you lick it off. During this time, you also clean the cell from which you emerge so that it is ready for the queen to lay a new egg in it. But if the queen inspects the cell and does not like your work, you will be forced to repeat the cleaning again. You remain in this state for 3 days until your jaw muscles strengthen and you begin to depend on yourself for nutrition as you devour large amounts of pollen and honey. On day 3 to day 12 of your life, you will be called the nurse bee, and you will know why now. On the 3rd to 5th day of your life, you begin to produce honey bread, which is a mixture of honey, pollen, and water, on which the large bee larvae that are more than 3 days old feed, except for the queen larvae, if any. On the 5th day of your life, your body begins to produce what is called royal jelly, which is what small larvae feed on from 1 to 3 days old, and queen larvae throughout the brood period, if any. You also offer it to the queen, so she extends her proboscis into your mouth to feed on it. You also take care of the queen, clean her, and care for her, and you unintentionally spread her pheromones through which she controls the hive. The pharyngeal glands that secrete royal jelly begin to gradually atrophy, and your rectum is filled with waste, so you begin to exit the hive for the first time. The purpose of your exit is to make short exploratory flights, where you fly in a circle around the hive until you identify the signs and the area surrounding you, and you also carry out the process of emptying the rectum outside the hive, as bees never defecate inside the hive. When the royal jelly glands dry up, you move from above the brood comb to the honeycomb adjacent to the entrance to the hive, where you meet the older workers returning from their visit to the flowers laden with nectar and pollen. You and the small workers take the nectar drop by drop and begin to transform it and produce honey through special enzymes that you possess in your mouth and your honey stomach. You hand the honey to another bee to store it in cells designated for storing honey. Then she cools it and gets rid of the moisture in it with her wings. Then she closes the cell with wax to preserve it. Also, you store pollen grains in specially designated cells. When you reach 12 days old, you transform from a nurse bee into a construction worker. As a result of your previous conversion of nectar into honey, your body absorbs large amounts of sugars, and your wax glands, which are located on both sides of your abdomen from below, mature and develop. You begin to secrete wax in the form of husks, which you chew to soften and use to build and repair the honey and brood combs. When the wax glands dry up around the 18th day of your life, you move from construction work to cleaning and guarding. You clean the hive and ventilate it, and you also throw the larvae and dead bees out of the hive to prevent infection and contamination. At other times, you stand at the entrance to the hive and guard it. And like any security guard, you prevent intruders and thieves, defend the hive, bully the males, and things like that. What are you going to do, huh? You don't even have a stinger. I have another type of stinger, if you understand what I mean, and I can stab you with it, but that will be of no use. Motherfucker, get out of my face before I kill you. Sometimes you notice a strange honeybee approaching, but it carries nectar and pollen with it, so you allow it to enter. I think you have no objection to accepting bribes from time to time. You also allow strange males to pass through, as they do not pose a threat in prosperity times. Well, not until they get a welcome gift from you. You can go now. The hive is sometimes attacked by some creatures that seek to steal honey, such as some other types of bees, some types of birds, wasps, and mammals. When an attack occurs, all members of the beehive participate in defending it. Well, except for the males. They do not have stingers, as we said. Bees use stingers to attack enemies, but unfortunately, unlike the queen, when worker bees sting, part of their body comes off along with the stinger, and they die. There are several other techniques by which the bees defend the hive, such as gathering around the attackers and flapping their wings at a very high speed, to the point that it raises the temperature by several degrees Celsius, thus cooking the attacker alive. So this method is called the defensive hot bee ball, but this method also has its cost. And if you
I never knew that, but that's crazy. So basically you self-destruct, low-key.
Among the victims, do not wait for a burial ceremony or a military funeral. Rather, your body will be thrown out of the hive like a garbage bag. When you are 21 days old, you are called foraging bees, and you begin to undertake tasks outside the hive, such as collecting nectar, pollen, water, and other important things for the hive for the rest of your life, which is not a long period. Worker bees live only 40 to 50 days, or 5 months in winter at the latest, all of which they spend serving the hive. While you are preparing for your first mission outside the hive, you are surprised by a forager bee that enters the hive and begins dancing. Poor bee, she has lost her mind. What? She shows us where the nectar and flowers are. Come on. You go out with a large group of foraging bees to collect nectar and pollen, and this is where the real danger begins. While you are heading to the nectar sites, suddenly you are attacked by a bird, and one of the bees is eaten, and now the bird is heading towards you quickly. You try to escape quickly and rush between the dense tree branches to hide, but unfortunately, you are not able to notice the spider web in front of you, so you get stuck in it. The spider approaches you, so you try with all your strength to get out of the web, and fortunately for you, you succeed this time. Oh, fuck!
That's depressing.
The TurboTax app.
But suppose you survive and reach the places where the nectar is located. The danger is not over yet. Sometimes when the temperature rises in the summer, the nectar in the flowers ferments and turns into alcohol. If you suck this type of nectar, you get drunk and may fall and be unable to fly. And you may die for any reason in this situation. Even if you succeed in reaching the hive, the guards will not allow you to enter and will expel you. And they may tear you apart because drunk bees may cause massive destruction to the entire hive. But don't worry, these are a few cases. You can start sucking the nectar, collecting pollen, and storing it in special pockets in your back legs called the pollen basket. As you move from one flower to another, you contribute to spreading the pollen grains that are stuck in the hairs of your body through electrical charges. These same charges are what attract scraps of paper when you rub a pen with your hair and bring it close to them. When you finish your task, you return to the hive with the nectar and pollen. And the process of making and storing honey begins by the younger bees. Sometimes the temperature of the hive rises, so you have to go out to bring water on your back and evaporate it using your wings to cool the hive. Drones sometimes participate in this task, practically turning from a man into a fan. One day, the hive is subjected to a major attack by a group of wasps, and after a violent battle during which a large number of bees fall, you and the other bees are able to get rid of the danger. While examining the bodies, you are surprised that the queen is among the victims. The queen is dead! Chaos spreads in the hive, and some bees begin to leave. You decide to play the role of the hero and act and solve the problem. So you immediately transfer some fertilized eggs to the queen's cells. And after the brood period passes, the new queen emerges from the cell and goes to mate. You feel proud of yourself and stand in the typical hero pose, happy with what you have achieved. Get back to work, you lazy bee.
Alright, you guys, I'm gonna get off a stream now. And yeah, for my YouTube page, I want to say thank you for watching. But of course, I'm gonna get some more content out for you guys. It's been like 3 days for you guys, but y'all just I'm thinking, okay, let's make a schedule. So every Monday and Wednesday stream, or Monday and Friday stream. No, I'm thinking Thursday and Friday stream. So Thursday can be reaction. Thursday could be reaction. Friday can be gameplay. Gameplay Friday. That ain't even coincide with each other. That ain't even make sense. But yeah, you guys, this is the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. Yeah, that's it. And stream. Why is it not letting me? Okay, y'all.
They still hear you.